Okay, everyone, are we ready to get started? I am so excited. We're going to talk about Aruba today. We've got multiple senior presidential directors on the call today to talk about getting you to Aruba. So the Quantum Field X39 team has started. This is our first meeting of our 90-day launch to get you to Aruba. And the Quantum Field's goal is to get 100 people to Aruba. So today I thought we would start the call. Yeah, right. Woo, woo, woo. I thought we would start the call today with Senior Presidential Director Bhimi. She is fantastic for all the ticky-tacky stuff I find anyway, with LifeWave. And she actually earned the trip last year. So I thought she could share a little bit about her experience. Last year they went to Tulum, and Bhimi actually personally sponsored an influencer who was a cold contact, and that influencer won the trip as well. In fact, Prime was the #1 person. He put on more points on the leaderboard than anybody else for last year's trip to Tulum. So Bhimi, if you would unmute yourself, and I will be quiet, I hope, and let you share.
Okay, welcome. I am super excited to be here today because I can tell you last year was incredible. And I'm going to show you a little bit of some pictures that we took, but it was really the first big trip that LifeWay had offered. And going to this resort and what we were able to experience, because this place was just opening when we got there. So it was a super 5-star resort in a beautiful area, pristine. We were the first group to be in there, and we got treated like royalty. And, you know, they were working everything out. So they wanted to be sure we had a really good experience. So they kept the restaurants open late, and no matter what time we wanted to eat. And we just had all kinds of wonderful pampering while we were there. And pampering is always fun, right? When you're on a trip. So I'm going to just share. Let me see if I can get this done here correctly here. Hold on. Before, yeah, so this is, I'm going to take you through a few things. So this was the top 100. And then they broke it down to the top 10. And then, of course, Prime won the overall. And he's kind of was like massive. You know, when you have an influencer, have people that are working really hard, like many of you are here, really going fast, you get to the top. And it was really fun to have sponsored him to do that. So I'm just going to run through these. We took excursions. We went snorkeling, and we took a boat out. And here's me welcoming everybody. This was the lobby. I just thought you'd appreciate this. This was the lobby. Beautiful. You can see how spacious it was right behind me. You walk out, it was like the ocean. You wanted to drink it. It was so beautiful. So that's another picture of it, walking outside. Cabanas everywhere. You know, we were, and little restaurants were everywhere. This is when we went to the cenotes, and this was incredible. These are thousands and thousands of years old. You're snorkeling. The water is pristine. You're floating. It's very mystical. It felt amazing. We all had such a good time there. Again, going out into the ocean. A few of us in this coming out of the cenotes. And then we had entertainment at night, and this was just part of it, but this was really spectacular. These beautiful fire dancers, and, you know, doing lots of different dances. And there's me and a few of us. And then the food is always my most favorite thing. And I have to tell you that the buffets were twice a day, and all you did was roll from one buffet to another. And I'm a real foodie, but it was like massive, everything you could want, lunch and dinner, and then we ate at restaurants. So I'm always about food. So that's a little bit of that. And so getting there is really fun, because once the leaderboard goes up and we're all watching each other, it becomes really fun and competitive. And you want your team to get there, right? So do you want me to go over the
Yes. So let's go over the qualifications, because I want everybody to know that it's not like earning a senior presidential trip where you hit the rank and you hold the rank for 6 weeks and you automatically get the trip. This trip is set up for people who are building the business. So you could be just getting started in the business, earning points, and be able to earn a free trip. So there's multiple ways in which you can earn points. And that's what I've asked Bhimi to come here. I asked her to share a little bit of, because she'd been to a free trip, which is fantastic, and sponsored a cold contact who ended up being #1 in last year's trip, and then was able to talk a little bit about the points. So let's talk about the point systems for this year's trip, because this year's trip is to Aruba.
Right. So here we go. And this has come out in an email, so you guys have seen it, and it's good to keep it handy because you can go over with your teams and remind yourself as well. So we over here, we have personally sponsored, which this is pretty simple, but I'm just going to run through it.
Yes,
so
please.
it tells you how many points you get when you personally sponsor these packages. These are not ranks, these are packages. And when the packages upgrade, so you may be bringing in a silver or gold or whatever, and then if you get points there, and then if they upgrade during this time, you also get points. So this is a way to double step the points. You don't have to always come in like right at the diamond. So, we're smart enough to look at how we can work the points, right? So you might want to consider that. Then down here, this is for ranking. And ranking, as we know, you move through the ranks, and what you personally are, you get points for if you rank up during this time. Those of us that are already SPDs, we don't get this, but if you rank up to SPD, it's a great bunch of points. And then whoever you personally sponsored, you also get points for that.
So if I personally sponsored 5 people who went manager, I would earn how many points, Bhimi?
25.
Okay. So great thing to do, everybody. And this whole, in my opinion, the best thing to do with this compensation plan is to sponsor the most managers of anybody else. The person who sponsors the most managers wins. So that's a great way, one of the ways for you guys to think about how we're going to multiply these points, besides just you rank advancing.
Yeah, that's really good, because it's very easy to get that going quickly. And then if you duplicate that and everybody's trying to do that, then you'll get a lot of people qualifying. Then over here, you get paid at your lifetime rank. So those of us that are ranked up and are not going to rank more, we're able to at least 2 points a month get accrue points for that. Then we come to customers, and this is how Prime did it last year, because I think he had 900 customers come in at one time, which you can imagine is a huge follow-up. So here's here's what you get. Retail, which we don't really sell too much retail, but you might, and so that's 2 points, and this is per month. And then a preferred customer is also the first purchase, 2 points. Then on your monthly subscription order, which we call auto ship to, this is reoccurring. So if you have 100 customers every month, you're going to make 200 points, because you're getting 2 points per customer. And so that's pretty much, and so also for your distributor.
Correct. So every time your personal customer auto ships, every time your distributor auto ships, you're going to earn 2 points. And so the points will just keep adding up. And that's why you can see what Bhimi was talking about last year is it's all about watching that leaderboard. I think what we're going to hear from Steve and Gina is how to focus, how to actually move forward, because what our goal is this to break 100 senior directors. And if you go from brand new into making yourself into senior director, you're going to be putting points and points and points on the board. And if you really want to multiply it, you bring your team with you, because I have found it's no fun going on these trips alone. You want to bring your team with you. And the easiest way to do that is to encourage your team along. So thank you very much, Bhimi, for sharing. That was absolutely fantastic. So if you don't have a copy of that sheet, it can be found on the team Facebook page, or as Bhimi said, corporate emailed it to you. So you might want to print it out if you want to take a look and pay attention to what you're getting in order to do points. The second thing I recommend you print out is these sheets. Now, these sheets can be found on the Quantum QF Team Biz site. So if you're brand new in the business and you have not achieved a rank in the first 30 days, I want you to pick a date that you want to go manager. So I want you to print out the sheet that says manager, and you're going to work on that. I'd like you to put your name up top. I'd like you to put your goal date up top to accomplish this in the first 30 days. And hey, let's say it takes you only 2 weeks instead of 30 days. That's not a bad thing, is it? But if you all can focus on getting yourself to manager in the first 30 days, then getting yourself to director in the next 30 days, and then getting yourself to senior director in the following 30 days, you're going to put a lot of points on the leaderboard. Now, let's say you're already in the business and you're already a manager. Then your first goal in the next 30 days is going to be to get yourself to director. So start where you're at. Print the sheet out from the QF Team Biz, and that's what we're going to work towards. After this call, I'm going to put a little PDF up, or a little image up on Facebook, on our Facebook group. And what I'd like you to do is to take a picture of yourself holding this sheet with the date that you want to accomplish it, and put that picture in the comments. So we'll have everybody's pictures. It'll say your name, it'll say your date, and what rank you want to get to by what date. And you're going to watch, because we're all going to be holding each other accountable. We're all going to be lifting each other up energetically. And you're going to watch yourself. I'm going to see you guys blow and pass, blow and pass, blow and pass, which is our goal. Okay, so you will find this on the Quantum Field QF Team Biz site is where you'll find these sheets. And then you'll find the ability to put your picture up on the Facebook page. I'm going to remind you all, if you're brand new into the business, or you're in the business and you haven't connected with us, I don't have a way to connect with you. You have to do the connection. So you can join with us on the group Facebook page. You can join with us on the group Telegram page. You will find both of those in the QF Team Biz website. Okay, so my favorite way to build this business is using the most successful system at LifeWave, which is 331. Now, 331 has been proven over and over and over again. It's the system that we've been using, the Quantum Field team has been using for the last 3 years. It has produced more SPDs and PDs and leaders and executive directors and all sorts of people in the last 3 years. We bring Steve and Gina in, I don't know what it's been, maybe 74 days or something crazy. And they just poured rocket fuel onto this most amazing system that's already working. But if you're not currently working the 331 system, I would encourage you to do this. I'm still 3 years in, and I'm still working the 331 system. You'll find I will never come off of that system. How do you know I'm working it? Because 70 something days, I actually sponsored Steve and Gina Merritt. What does that mean? I'm still approaching 3 people a day. I'm still following up with 3 people a day, and I'm inviting 1 a day to the Zoom. So on that QF Team Biz, you can find a great video. It's under step 1, and it says the 331 system. We went over it maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago on this Saturday call. So you can find it on the YouTube channel if you prefer to find it there. But if you haven't watched that video, I encourage you, watch that video. Even though I tell everyone, stay focused on money-making activities. Money-making activities is contacting 3 people a day, following up with 3 people a day, and inviting 1 a day to the Zoom. Don't worry about not having all the answers. The beautiful thing about this team is we all go together. So we're all here to help you. And when somebody asks you a question that you don't know the answer, I love it. You know why? It gives me a reason to call them back again. So you can say to them, I don't know the answer to that question. Let me call you right back with it. And then you pick up the phone, you call your sponsor, or you call Steve and Gina, or you call me, or put a question out on Facebook, and somebody will help you with the answer, somebody in this group. So you don't have to know everything. All you've got to be able to do to build this business is pull these 2 little stickers off the back of this patch and stick it on somebody. And if you can stick it right on somebody, bam, you can build yourself a big business, because X39 does amazing things for people. Okay, so I'm going to turn this call over to Steve and Gina and mute myself, and they are going to give you all some more information. Hi, you two. You got to unmute.
Unmute us. Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone, Quantum Field. Hey, we are locking arms together. This is going to be a game changer in your business, in your destiny of your family's life. This will totally change your whole business, but it takes you to connect with us, to lock arms, and to also follow through on the steps that we're going to be teaching you. This is going to be, this is recorded so you can watch it again. I would highly encourage you to make sure that everyone in your team gets this recording, because in order to go to Aruba, there are qualifications, and there's 100 slots, and Quantum Field is going to take over the 100 slots, and it can be you. It could be me. It could be you. It could be the next person that you sponsor. So we're super excited. We want to congratulate real quick, Canadians, the Hoovas, even with the bump in the road, man, they locked over brand new executive directors. Wow. Alan Sherry Hoover, congratulations. So we have amazing training for you with slides. I want to encourage you to take notes. I want to encourage you to take pictures, because this is what it's going to take for you to go on a free trip. We have earned 60 free trips
from the company.
So
companies,
free trips from companies. So we know what we're doing, and we want to encourage you to come along with us. Yeah. I got that song in my brain, Aruba, Jamaica. Oh, we want to take you. I'm not a very good singer, but I don't care, because I'm super excited about where we're going. And that, like Onyx said, the rocket ship is fueled. We're ready to go. Any one of you can qualify for this trip. It's going to take some work, but it's going to be worth it, because as you're building to go to Aruba, you are also building your business, and we're kind of like tricking you. Right. So, but it's going to be a fun journey. I want to encourage you, really, if you do not have extra sleeves, because if you don't have patches on the street, it's going to be very difficult for you to get to Aruba. Right. So make sure you got plenty of sleeves. Make sure you've got plenty of the sample envelopes. You can get these right on the QF Team Biz. And everything is laid out for you. I want to make sure that you know, startx39.com is our site. And that has so much amazing information. You got to, like Onyx says, you've got to lock in. You've got to connect with us, because this is a journey that we lock arms together. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast, and it's going to be worth it for you, because in the long run, your whole business is going to just skyrocket. So we're really excited about it. So I want to welcome my husband, Steve Merritt. He's going to take over here, and we got a lot of slides, a lot of great information. So if you got a notepad, get your phone out, write in your notes, get a pen and paper, whatever it takes. And remember, watch this video over and over again. So welcome to the first 90-day run to Aruba Quantum Field. And we're all going senior director. Woo!
Hey, thanks for everybody, all this great energy. Bhimi, you did a fantastic job. We really appreciate your leadership and helping everyone, guide them. We really need to know, what do you need to do to qualify, so we see the points And Onyx is just rocking it, helping everybody get the information, the tools, everything we need to win and succeed. Gina brings the energy. She's always on fire. So our goal is in the next 90 days, like Onyx said, is to break 100 senior directors. So we want that to be you. So I'm encouraging you to engage with us right now. The best time to be building, first of all, in our industry, from the years that we've all been involved, we know that from September 1st to the holiday season is the best time to build. Now the kids get back to school. It is time to engage and make it happen because that is one of the best times to build our business. Now, it's a lot more fun to engage when all the leaders are rocking this business. So with the momentum that we are experiencing all through the Quantum Field team, okay, it's the fastest growing team. People are rocking, like Gina just said. We got brand new executive directors. Renita and Scott Brannon just hit a senior presidential director. So it's really a perfect time to be engaged with everybody having this kind of momentum. And when you put your team in this environment, people, even if they're not even prepared to experience success, they get drugged along because everyone is winning. So I encourage you to plug in and make it happen. But like Onyx said, set a goal that you will be one of those senior directors in the next 90 days with us. And by the way, when you set a goal, it probably is going to happen faster because you set the goal to make this happen. So like Onyx told you, our slides are on our website at qfteambiz.com on exactly how to hit these ranks. But I just wanted to share with you. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can get this. Can you see the slides on there, Onyx, or is it covered up? You're muted. Okay. I didn't know if you could see everything right there.
We see the slides, Steve. You're good.
Okay, good. Okay, so I want to just make sure your first goal is to go manager in the next 30 days. So set a date that by the end of September that you are going to be a manager. Most likely, because you set the goal, you're going to be a manager in the next in 2 weeks. You can make it happen. People are doing it even sooner. But if you have a goal set, now you know what you're shooting for. In order to be a manager, you got to be at gold or above, and you've got to be on at least a couple sleeves of the X39, and then you need 2 silvers right, 2 silvers left that have to be at least on 1 sleeve. So your goal is to get this manager done with as soon as possible. Like Bhimi told you, you get points as you break managers. So let's start breaking managers. And like Onyx explained, that manager is the backbone behind the entire compensation plan. So once you go manager, now all you're going to do is start teaching people how to go manager. Okay, and duplicating that. So in the next 60 days then, so that's going to be October. By the end of October, you want to have a goal that you will be a director. Okay, so what does that mean? You need to have 3 personals that are silver or above, right and left, and one of those on each side has to go manager. So just the way you went manager, you're going to teach a person on the right, person on the left to become a manager. What are you doing? You're doing the 3-3-1. You're out there setting an example. When you go manager, then everyone's going to watch what you did and they're going to duplicate exactly what you're doing. Are you talking to 3 people every day? Are you prepared with your envelopes, like your sample envelopes like Gina was talking about? Do you have extra ones? Do you have them prepared? Are you ready with them on your counter before you leave every day to go to work or wherever you're going? Are you prepared so that when you bump into the next person, like Bhimi bumped into the person that ranked up to be the #1 qualifier last year? You don't know. There's more people you don't know than you do know, but you have to be prepared. Are you ready with patches, with envelopes, and with enrollment forms? Make sure you've got the enrollment forms that you can find and print out at QF Team Biz as well. Because when you have the enrollment form, that can be part of your follow-up on the 1, the 3 and the 1. So 3 is putting the patch on. A 3 is following up with 3 people every day. So not only are you putting the patch on 3 people or texting the startx39.com or mailing samples to friends, you want to follow up with 3 people every day. And you could say to them, let's get you started. Have that attitude where you encourage them, let's get you moving toward reactivating your own stem cells so you can start having this incredible feeling that everyone that's wearing the X39 is feeling. So you need to like encourage them and talk to them about getting you started with you. And on the one, putting somebody on the Zoom every day. If you can't get to a Zoom or the person isn't ready for the Zoom, you can rewatch a replay. We show that we have the replays every single week of our Zooms. You can actually watch the Start X39 video with them. You don't have to do everything. You just get started, make sure that they're prepared, and then enroll them. So I'm just trying to help you out, because if you want to be on this trip with us to Aruba, you might not have to wait to all the Zooms. You might need to engage and you be your own Zoom with your prospect, because people are really searching and looking right now like never before. I'm confident in that. The 74 days, like Onyx was talking about, we've been making calls. People are praying for a community of positive people that are going somewhere. They're praying for their health in a big way, and they're praying for finances. So then in 90 days, your goal is to be a senior director. By you setting this goal, you might go through the ranks in a month and a half. You might go through them in 30 days. Either way, within 90 days, you want to be a senior director. So by the end of November, Thanksgiving, you'll be celebrating you as a new senior director. And by doing that, by setting that goal and you going around here, let me help you on this. Not only should you be setting this goal, but after this call your team and start helping them set their goal. When do you want to be manager? How about doing it the same as me? And we'll bring each other along and be accountable. And when you set the goal with your team, now all your team is going to be ranking up as well. And this promotion has to do, as Bhimi explained, with you not only hitting the rank, but bringing people with you. So all your personals that you help go manager, director, senior director, you get points for. So make sure you're helping them, and don't assume they have the goal, but make sure you're setting that goal with them as well, because you want them coming along with you. Because like Onyx said, it's no fun to go by yourself. Let's bring a ton of us with us to Aruba. Now, another fantastic way to earn this trip and to be set up for success is to do our 2020 vision. So in the next 90 days, I would encourage you to set a goal to put 20 personals to the right and 20 personals to the left. That really is a goal of just every single day doing your 3-3-1. And by the end of the week, you want to have 3 new personals. By the end of the month, you have 13 personals. Okay. So that sets you up for 20 personals right, 20 personals left. Why do you do this? The reason why is because, first of all, if you read the rules and the points, you get a lot of points for people that you're personally bringing in and that are on auto ship. So you want to make sure that they're in and they're on their auto ship, and you're going to be getting points for those 40 personals. Can you imagine 20 right and 20 left? Now, I've been talking to people that have been in with us for less than 90 days, and many of them are very close. Some of them have blown it out and passed way past it. So we know it's doable. It's just a matter of setting the goal and having it right for you. Another big reason for having options of 20 people right and left is because you don't want to be pushing your goals on your friends. What do I mean by that? If you only have 2 right and 2 left, you're pushing them to go manager, whereas you've got plenty of people on your right and plenty on your left. And by the way, just because some of you might wake up and see a bunch of people on one side, I encourage you to put your personals on both sides so that you have ownership of your business, because you don't know those other people and they really are not your personals. It's great that you get to capture the income from what's happening there, but take responsibility, because Gene and I and Onyx in our team and Bhimi are looking at this as long-term success that we can pass on to our kids, our grandkids, that we can be engaged and having a fantastic business for a long, long time. So that's why you want to be thinking long-term and not just quickly stick people only on one side of your business. So
can I interrupt you, Steve?
Go ahead.
This is huge, you all. This, what Steve has just shared, is massive. Yeah. And so when I said yes to Kathy, my sponsor in LifeWave, I asked her where the product came from. And she said it came from the chimney sweep. And I said to her, great, call the chimney sweep and tell him he's about to be blessed. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, I want to go on his inside leg. She's like, what? And I said, I'm going to build my entire business 2 legs. Yep. Everybody in my business, everybody below me will be somebody that I put in the business. It's the exact same attitude that Steve and Gina said yes to this business in. Why do I want to do that? because I know that my business is mine. Everybody in my business is attached to me, somebody that I brought into the business. Now, I don't know if that's why Steve and Gina did it, because these two are, royalty in network marketing, but I have a feeling it's a very similar position. And so this is a big goal, but it's a goal that solidifies you. It gives you a residual income that can last you a lifetime if you get your business started right. And how does it start right? You start by going manager. So I love what Steve has put together. I would encourage you, don't just say, I want to do the end of September. Get your calendar out and physically pick a goal. And Steve broken it down even more for everybody. You see that? You all could pick. You want to get 3 personals at the end of the week, and you want to get 13 personals at the end of the month. So you could say, by this date, I want to be manager. By this date, I want to have this many personals. You guys can break this down. It's beautiful what you did, Steve. Thank you.
I want to just make sure that everybody can see that if you can't eat an elephant all at once. You got to eat it one bite at a time. So here you've got a little game plan. And when you set that goal in place, I love that Onyx is saying, take your pictures, set a goal, put it on our Facebook page so that we're all accountable and we're running together. You're not out there running by yourself. So this is going to set you up for major success because, a lot of the people that get in are going to be in the hopper. They might not be ready to run right at this moment, but they're in. You're taking responsibility. And by the way, both of your legs are your power legs. You take responsibility for your own business. Don't let anyone say, hey, are you putting me on the power leg? Yes, of course you're on the power leg because both of my legs are power legs. Have that attitude that you're taking responsibility. I love one of my friends said, I just put somebody in my business and now I got to go build it because I put them in my business on my inside leg. Now I have to be responsible to build a big business. So take that ownership and have that belief like Onyx is talking about, Gina's talking about here. Is there anything you can talk about as far as inviting, talking to people?
I love how Onyx, she's been in the business for 3 years. So we've been 74 days. Yeah. She's still personally sponsoring people. Yeah. This business is so big, everyone. When last week, Friday, a plumber showed up to look at a job that I needed done. And he looked like he was 90 when he got out of the car. Yeah. And when he came inside my house,
I said, probably like about 40.
No, he was actually 44. Yeah. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, I have something that I am 100% confident that will help you.
See that?
And he goes, what is it? And I put a patch, obviously not under his belly button. It's not appropriate. I put it on the back of his neck. And you know what he told me? My pain was at 100% when he left on Friday. Yeah. When he came back to my house on Monday, I think it was, he said, my pain level is at 25%. Yeah. And you know what he did? I gave him 6 patches to take home. He actually went to his office and he saw what a relief he was getting. And he gave 3 patches to one of his coworkers. I said, you are the kindest person. He signed up in the business. So guys, people are looking, they're struggling, whether it's their health or it's their finances. We have a win, but you have to open your mouth, but it's all in how you present it. You have to be confident. I said, I am 100% confident this will help you. I didn't say, I think it might. So it's an open rein out there for everyone because our body is stem cells. Yeah. Every single person, doesn't matter if you're young, you're middle-aged, or you're older. And what I've seen out of this business, the elderly people are loving this.
Crushing it.
They are taking it by storm. It's giving them hope. It's giving them community. They're getting a passion, amazing results with the patch. So come on, stay focused.
And the middle-aged people, we love this too. This is right? And the young ones, oh my gosh, their eyelashes start growing and their hair starts growing and they feel good. They want to go play soccer again. And everybody needs this patch, you all. All you've got to do is stick it on people. It's really that simple, but it's a discipline. It's an everyday discipline, but it's only 3 people, you all. Everybody has got time to patch 3 people a day.
And realize
it's very, very doable.
If I could give you a little tidbit on Steve and I, because we had 4 kids. I worked a full-time job when we first started networking, and I work for the airlines. I was gone for 3 days. If I could give you any focus, it would be get more productive with your unproductive time.
Yeah.
Because you kind of waste a lot of time in your daily routines that really are unnecessary to help you in your business, in your finances, and where you're going, what your goal is.
And we'll get more specific on what to say to people as we go through this. This is our first 90-day training, 90-day run to Aruba, go senior director, break 100 senior directors training. But, you know, if you keep it simple, when we started 74 days ago, Onyx said, just be ignorance on fire. Don't try to be everything. People know we're not doctors. Don't try to be the doctor. You put the patch on yourself. The heat from your body through phototherapy. You don't have to get all the big words. It reactivates your own stem cells, and your whole body is stem cells. At 30, half of your stem cells are active. At 60, none. And people sit up to attention. Oh my gosh, I need my stem cells activated. And they sign up. If you have that attitude and you just go out there and start talking to people about the product, you know, old school networking is you get a bunch of no's and you get a yes. In our business with a product like this X39, you get all yeses and you're surprised to get a no. If you have that attitude, you're surprised when somebody says, no, wait a minute. You said to me, you do not want your stem cells reactivated. Is your wife or your husband around here? Let's just talk to them real quick. So you make sure you tell me no in front of them.
That's right.
You know, you want to just confront what they just said, because why wouldn't anybody want to? I mean, think about it. Any, you know, high-end therapist that you would go to for your body, a drip, a chiropractor, they're going to be at least $100 for the visit. Okay. And this is only $99 for the entire month. Woo-hoo! That's why people are just so excited about it. So talk just common sense, but don't try to be a doctor. Don't think you have to know everything about building the business. I mean, you fill out the form, you put people right, you put people left, you put people right. Once you got 20 people right, 20 people left, then you can come and say, hey, what do I do next? You know, but follow this structure like we're saying, and keep it very, very simple as you're talking to people. Now, I wanted to let you know that we've got a big event coming up on Wednesday night at Johnny and Kim Ringgold's house in Jupiter, Florida. And the reason why
they're brand new directors. They're brand new directors.
New directors. Another couple, or you know, people that are just rocking it, and they're right in South Florida.
And let me clarify this. This couple we just met a week ago. They are on fire. Yeah. They have no networking experience. Yeah. So don't use the excuse you don't know how to contact.
Yeah.
Do you tell people, oh my gosh, have you gone to Moma Rose's restaurant? It's so delicious.
Yeah.
Same thing here, baby, but you're going to make an income.
So I will say this, and the reason why I bring it up so strong is that if you want to help your team be moving through the ranks, there's two things that will help you. And that's is belief in yourself and belief that you've got in the product and the opportunity and the people you're working with, and the belief that your friends gain. It's very difficult to give them that belief if they're not at the event. So if you are anywhere close or local, I remember last couple weeks ago, we had the event at the Blueberry Farm in the middle of the state, out in the woods. There were bugs on the screen that were like bats. I mean, I was watching them, just making sure none of us were going to get hit by one. But I will say that people flew in all the way from Los Angeles. People drove from all over the place to get to this event. So don't hesitate driving to get the belief. It will pay off. That's as right. You and then you want to bring as many people as you possibly can with you. So if you're local, I really encourage you to hit the streets this weekend, hit the phone call, hit the text, and let them know where we're going to be at. We do have tickets for them, but you don't have to have a ticket to come to the event. Now it's kind of like, you know, 4 days in and we're going to have the event. So you want to make sure that you bring as many people as you possibly can. What does it do? It gives you belief, and it gives your friend that you brought, oh my gosh, I want to get started in this incredible technology for myself. And I'm going to tell other people because I just saw what's going to happen. So I encourage you to, when you hear the testimonies in person, now,
Yeah.
those of you that can't get to this event, it will be on Zoom, and there's so much energy. Onyx usually is on there, or one of our leaders is on there talking and guiding the people that the event's coming up. So we really have a great, and Sierra does a fantastic job putting the slides professionally. My friend Ron is going to get the sound as best as we can. We got some special microphones, so it's going to be really professional as well. So, you know, we're predictable.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
That's the key.
And if you can't get there, but you know
Okay.
people in the area, for all means, send them there. It's a
Yeah.
safe place. You
Yeah.
send them there, they'll be
Yeah.
your people. And I really encourage you because it's going to have a lot of energy, a lot of information. It's
And a
going
lot
to be
of fun.
incredible. Yeah. And a lot of fun.
Last thing is Thursday night, we're going to do another Zoom Spanish market. We had our very first Spanish Zoom last week. Over 100 people were on the Zoom, and they are fired up. And you know what I love about this is the Spanish market is wide open. So this is a great first mover advantage for all of you to get started. And
Mucho dinero.
that's the only word I know. But I will say that people are excited, and I could see, and they're the testimonies on the call. If you didn't get it, go to Onyx's YouTube channel, and you can get all the replays for everything that we do. So make sure you go to those sites, like she said, get connected and get yourself up to speed.
And that's why it's so important for you to personally get connected. So if you just you're not even signed up today, but you're on this Zoom, the important thing is what do you do? You can use all these Zooms to share with people because it's showing the presentation. So you can start rocketing your business today.
Guys, you could take a picture of this slide and then cut it out and put your face on Mike and your wife's face on Saeed, and then you can see and picture yourself getting your award for being a presidential director. That's what they're getting their award here at the convention. That's when they walk the stage. This is their photo. But you know, it's like Onyx said, picture yourself. Go get a photo of a family on the beach and put you and your wife's picture and your kids' pictures on the beach. You know, so the company's going to pay for you and your spouse. But you know, the point is that picture yourself winning and succeeding, and it's going to happen. And I will say this much: it's a new day. People used to, when we talk to people about this type of industry, a home-based business or a side hustle, they always said, hey, corporate America will take care of me. It's a whole different day. Everyone has a whole different attitude that they are looking for a home-based business. They're looking for leaders that are going somewhere and going places. And the fact that you have a product that nobody else has, no other networking company, no other conventional business, no one has a way to reactivate your own stem cells without having anything going in the skin, no injections. It's a huge game changer, but you've got to engage now with us because it's a big time, and we really want to see you in Aruba. That's why we're not leaving anyone hanging on how to build the business. We're all engaged here to give you as much information as we can, but if you just open your mouth, you will see results. Like Gina said, she put the patch on the plumber, and the guy's pain went away and feels incredible and wants to engage. So that's incredible what can happen.
In the first call, in our 90-day call, I've already put it up on the Facebook page. As Gina normally says, don't go to bed without signing up. But in this call, I'm going to say, don't start your Saturday afternoon without printing your sheet out, getting your calendar out. I want you to pick a specific day. Don't say by the end of September.
Right.
Pick the date.
Yeah.
Write it on here. Have one of your kids or your husband or your wife take a photo of you, and then put it in the, you'll see it right there. Just put it in the comments and we'll see everybody. So put your date, what rank you're going to be with a photo of yourself. I'm really excited to see everyone. Thank you so much for everybody for joining. Thank you, Bhimi. Thank you, Steve and Gina. Yeah. We will see you either on Tuesday's training, on Wednesday opportunity meeting, on Thursday Spanish opportunity meeting, or next Saturday. Yeah. Plug in. We're here to see you succeed, but you gotta wanna. Everybody have a fantastic Saturday afternoon.
Have a productive weekend. We'll see you Wednesday night.
We are QF team.
Yeah.
And we are running.
100 senior directors within the next 90 days. Let's make you one of them.
Fastest growing. Let's go. Woo!
Woo! All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you, Sierra, for your help today.
Thank
Everybody
you,
have a great
everyone.